Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Denley, an English teacher at State Senior High School 25 Batam, Kepulauan Riau Province, Indonesia. In this video, I would like to share my view and experience with you about a webinar workshop of Virtual Teachers Empowerment Program hosted by Marwadi University of India and organized by TIAPS International. For information, this webinar was held for 3 days from 14 to 16 December 2020. And each session starts from 1 to 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So even though it's just 6 hours of virtual meetings for me and most of the participants, it was a great opportunity and wonderful experience. That's why we want to share it with you through this video. Well, I'll be covering this topic in two parts, in two videos. So this is the first video where we are going to talk about the materials, experience, and also how I'm going to implement these new information and skills to my future programs. And for the second part, we're going to discuss about the Indian culture, education system, Marwadi University, and TIAPS International. So before we start, I would like to ask for your pardon if there might be many mistakes in my speech, especially in choice of word, pronunciation, or grammatical errors, because I'm still improving and I think that mistakes are inevitable, yet I'm trying to be better and better in each try. So, I think in these past 3 days of our workshop, I have learned a lot and too much. But yet it's not enough. And especially we talk about teachers. Teachers is not just job. It's a profession, it's a duty. So for example, we are still being called ma'am, sir, mister, and others, okay? Polite addresses when we are outside the school. So it means that our duty and our profession lasts beyond the working hours. We should be proud because that is worth to be a teacher. It means that the profession lasts for a lifetime, I think. So from that, we know that teacher is more than just a job. It is a personality. So how we act, how we speak, and how we dress are very essential because we are the role model for our students. Be careful with what we do. Be careful with what might our students not expected from us. And but not too rigid. Be flexible, and they will know that you are a lovely teacher. Next is about learning. Learning means change. Learning means a process from known to unknown. So it means that when we teach materials to our students, we give lessons. It means we have to try to make these lessons in fact and remain to our students even after the class is over. It means that we have to make it the learning experience itself is very important compared to the amount of material that we're going to give them. That's what learning means. We don't have to be too greedy to present a lot of lessons, but at least you can try and deliver your lessons step by step. Make your class fun, make it live. And of course, you have to include creativities. Make games so our students will be engaged to participate in the lessons. And there will be hunger for more knowledge for the next meeting. And that's gonna make our class less not boring, and it will be more effective. The next one is we talk about the cognitive skills and multiple intelligence. We have to observe our students. We have to know what they really like about the subject, how they learned, and what can a teacher do to improve this learning based on the students. So I think pre-assessment is very important, and the strategies is also very good. For me, I really like the way our facilitators like Mr. Rafi, Mr. Dananjai, and Mr. Nur Ali presented their materials to us as we are like the students. So how I feel throughout the workshop is just what I want my students to feel when I teach them. This is what I like the most. So I think the most important part and experience that I have gained from the workshop is actually the strategy that the facilitator used itself, above the valuable materials, of course, above the lessons and strategies. I like the way they presented these materials to us. And it is a real life example then. I can implement that to my students. For information, throughout the 3-day workshop, we are not given access for the audios and video, and yet all of us engage ourselves into the webinar just by using the feature of chat room and Q&A box. So that was amazing. I don't know what word to be used to describe that if it's not amazing. So I think that's it. That is how I reflect, and I think I can be a better teacher seeing these strategies, and I hope that from this webinar I can improve myself as teacher, as educators, especially in a time like this where we are engaged in virtual learning instead of face-to-face. So thank you very much. See you in the next video.